Peace, my family, and we're back to all those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all that good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good mind. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher natures. And cleansing, oh yeah, cleansing the lows. I came in today to share and read those Holy Qur'aan, and it continues. This is chapter 53, and so this most definitely will help you on this good journey. So with that being said, family, let's get started. And so it reads, Joseph. Begin all things using the name of source, Allah Rami, who is the most merciful. The Qur'an sent down in Arabic to Muhammad, so perhaps he can understand. And it reads, Alif, Allah, the source, Lam, shadow, our period of power, Ra, the one sent, Yusuf. These are the signs and verses of a clear scripture. Surely we Nahi, the Elohim, sent down an Arabic Quran so that perhaps you all will be able to understand it. The Quraysh dialect. We, not I, the Elohim Anaki, narrated to you, Muhammad, the best and the most inspirational stories of the past as part of the Quran, and before this you were surely of those who were neglected, or negligent. And so it goes on to read, Yusuf tells his father of this vision. Jacob tells Yusuf not to tell his brother of the vision. And so it goes on to read, when Yusuf, who also bore the title, said to his father, "O my father, Jacob, I saw 11 planets, stars, and Shams, the sun, and the moon, and I saw them prostrating to me." He, Jacob, Israel, said, "O my son, Yusuf, don't tell this story of your vision to your brothers, or they will devise a plot against you. Surely Satan, the reptilian, is a clear enemy for the Enocyte, the mortal. And he not we, Rab, chose you, Yusuf, and teaches you from interpretation of the writing records, the tales, the hadiths, and he completes his, not our, grace upon you and on the descendants of Jacob, like he completed upon your forefathers from before. Abram and Yahshakul, surely your Rab is knowing and most wise. And so it goes on to read, indeed, there was in Yusuf and his brothers signs for those who question. And so it goes on to read, Yusuf's brothers are jealous of him. They throw him into a well. And so it reads, when they said, surely Yusuf and his brother Benjamin are dear to our father Jacob, then we are a group of 10 males, Reuben, Shimon, Levi, Yahu, Wadam, Yasakawa, Muar, Ebul, Muan, Dan, F. Tawali, Gwath, Asher. Most surely our father is clearly astray in error. kill Yusuf or cast him into a part of the earth, Egypt, Mizraim, so that the face of your father, Jason, Israel, will be clear for you, and from after that you will be a perfect kindred, a speaker. Yehuwada said from them, Joseph's brother, don't kill Yusuf, and if you were to do something, throw him into the bottom of the well. Some Enochites who move about may pick him up. They said, oh, our father, Israel, Yusuf, what's wrong with you? That you don't trust, what's wrong with you? That you don't trust us, Yusuf's brothers? Reuben, Asher, Shimon, Lewani, Yavundan, Zamvuanan, Yasakaro, Don, Gad, Nephtali, and Benjamin. Surely we are those who will give counsel advice to him, Yusuf. Send him, Yusuf, with us tomorrow, that he can enjoy himself and play, and surely we will be guardians for him. Jacob said, surely it will grieve me that you take him away, and I'm afraid that the wolf will eat him, and you are gladful, unaware of him, Yusuf. They said, if the wolf eats him, and we are a group of 11 males, surely we then will be the losers. And so it goes on to read, the Elohim inspired Yusuf's brothers lied to their father. And it reads, so when they had gone off with him, Yusuf, and agreed together that they should place him in the bottom of the well, and we not he, the Elohim not he inspired to him that you, Yusuf, will inform them of their affair, and they do not perceive. And they came to their father, Jacob, in the last dusk period, weeping. Yusuf's brother said, oh, my father, Jacob, surely we went off racing, and we left Yusuf behind in the possession of our goods. So the wolf ate him, and you are not faithful with us, even though we are truthful. And they came with his shirt with false blood upon it, and Jacob said, in fact, the affair seduced yourselves. So patience, beautiful, and the source Allah is one to turn to for help on what you have described. And so it goes on to read, Joseph sold to Egypt by the Ishmaelites. Potiphar brought Yusuf, and it reads, and when the travelers, Ishmaelites, came to the well on their way to Mizraim, Egypt, they sent their water drawer off the carbon to lower his bucket in the well for water. He said, oh, what good news, there is a young lad, Joseph ben Yavni, in there. So they pulled him up and concealed him as a article or a merchandise. And the source, Allah, knew what they were doing, and they sold him, Yusuf, for a small price, a few pieces of silver, 30 pieces of silver, and they held him in low estimation. And Potiphar, also called Yazah, the one who brought him, Yusuf, from Egypt, Mizraim, said to his woman Zulayakha, make his abode honorable, and maybe he will benefit us, or we can take him and say we gave birth to him, and we not he, Elohim and Naki, place established for Yusuf in the planet He-Temet earth, and we will teach him from interpretations of the tales of Hadith. The source Allah is prevailing over his not our command, but most mortals don't know. So it goes on to read, Elohim and Naki gave Asaph, Henthroth, and mental wisdom and knowledge, and Asalakala went once Yusuf. And when Yusuf reached full maturity, we not he the Elohim not he gave him wisdom and knowledge, and thus we rewarded those who do good. And she Zulai Ka, in whose house Yusuf was, wanted him to seduce her from his pure self. And she closed the doors and said to him, "Come to me." Yusuf said, "I seek refuge in the source Allah, and surely he not we is my Rab, and has made my dwelling place best, and surely there is not prospering for the ones who are in a state of unjustness." And indeed she Zulakha, wife of Potiphar, said it in her mind to seduce him, Joseph, and it was in his mind and also for her. And if it were not that he saw proof against it from his Rab master, we not I the Elohim also diverted him from such a act of evil and shameful deeds, and surely he was from our slaves, the purified. Alright now. And it goes on to say, Zakli Kaira lies on Yusuf. If shirt is torn from the back, he is innocent, and Lasikala sends Joseph in front of women of the city. And so it goes on to read. And both Yusuf and Zuliakala, wife of both, hastened toward the door, and she caught hold of his shirt from behind, and they both found her master mate at the door. And she said, "What will be the recompense of one who wants to inflict evil to one of your family except that of imprisonment or aching pain?" Question. He Yusuf said, "She, Zulikaya, desired to lay with me and have sexual intercourse, and a watcher from her family watched. If his shirt was torn from the front, so she spoke the facts, and he, Yusuf, is from the liars. And if his Yusuf's shirt is torn from behind, so she, Lukila, lied, and he, Yusuf, is one of the truthful ones." And when Pekah saw that his shirt, Yusuf's shirt, was torn from behind, he said, "Surely it is from your pastoral life scheme, and surely your scheme is supreme." Yusuf turned away from this, and Lukilara asked for forgiveness for her disagreeable act, and surely you was from the ones who do disagreeable acts. And the woman in the city said, the woman Zulikara of Patrin wanted to lay and have sexual intercourse with her young male slave Yusuf from his self body. He was inspired her with violence and love. He just inspired her with violence and love, and most surely we, the women, see her clearly straying into error. So when the Lukilara Patriarchal wife heard about their plot, she said from them the wife and prepared for them a reclining couch, and gave each of them of the women a knife, and she said to Yusuf, "Go out amongst them." So when the women saw him, they deemed him big, great, and they cut their hands, and they said, "There is no imperfection for him. This is not a mortal being in skin, but he, Yusuf, is except a noble messenger Elohim." She said, "That's he, Yusuf, whom with you have blamed me, and indeed I sought to lay with him, Yusuf, from his self-body." So he held on firm, reserved himself, and if he does not do what I command him, he certainly be in prison, and he will be of the small ones. So he Yusuf, my Rab sustainer, the prison is more beloved to me than into that which they have invited me. And except if their schemes turn away from me, I will yearn to them, and I will be from the arrogant ones. So his Rab responded to him, Yusuf. So they turned away, averted from him their scheme, and surely he is the hearer and the knower. And Yusuf is in prison, and Yalian and Melal are his companions in the prison, and they want to interpret their visions. And so it goes on to read, and then it occurred to them from after they had seen the signs that they should imprison him until a time, and entered with him in the prison 2 young boys, Yalan and Mali, and one of them said, one moment, and one of them said, surely I see myself squeezing in toxins, and other one said, surely I see myself carrying bread on top of my head from which birds are eating. Inform us, Yusuf, of its interpretation, and surely we see you as one of those who do good. He Yusuf said, food will not come to you to Yusnan and Mali, in which you two provided, except I will inform you two with its interpretation before it came to both of you. This is from what my master has taught me, and surely I left behind rights of the kindred Mizrahims and Egyptians who don't have faith in the source Allah, and they are kafirin and concealers of what they know to be the facts. And so I'm gonna stop right there, because that right there is a good place to stop. So again, you are encouraged to check this out yourself and read for yourself. It is on the channel, and again, on this good journey within, it's always good to get fed. Alright now, so I'm going to leave it at that for now. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. On that note, family, I hope you all know that you are loved beyond this world, and begin to spread that love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi L. Peace, shalom, hashtag divine love, family, and what do? And it's all love.